Hello there everyone, Mr. E here, reporting live for Sloptide News Network, your most trusted source for all things Darktide, and of course, Slop. Today we are taking a look at a new anniversary event trailer going out. This is showcasing the new event and a very special announcement that I did not expect to show up at all. Let's go ahead and check it out. Well, there you have it, folks. So as you can see there, we do have a very special anniversary event. Indeed, we not only have this new event, which I'll talk about in a second, but this game, Darktide, is going on a free weekend. The first time that Darktide has ever been free to play like this, I believe. And that is going to be very interesting to see what it does to the player counts. I imagine they'll go through the roof. This game is certainly something that a lot more people would play if it was free. I think that's definitely going to be a true statement, but the game right now is only $11, and I saw that it was on such a steep sales, like 75% off, and I was wondering how long it would be before they would start running these free weekends and stuff like that to promote it to a wider audience. So a good thing. I think it'll help player counts. It'll help get the word out there, because Darktide, even just as the base game without any of the new DLC characters or whatever, is a pretty good game. Like, it has a lot of to us more jaded people who've been here for a long time, the amount of maps and things might not be satisfactory, but to a person who's just picking it up for the first time, there's a lot of content to be had here. So I hope all those people have fun with the weekend. Now, let's talk about the stuff that we are going to get as players who were already going to play, regardless of whether or not the game has gone free to play for a few days or not, which is this in-game event called the Day of Atonement. This is a follow-on event that is narratively being justified as the reaction to our actions in the last event, where not us, but you guys collected all of those corrupted rations. I, however, did the correct and holy thing and destroyed them. We have to now atone for our misdeeds at the altars of Saint Messalina Gloriana, and these altars are stationed around the levels. You'll go through these levels and there'll be little trinkets and baubles you'll have to pick up, plus large altars, and both the baubles and the altars give you points towards cleansing these levels, and those points are what you progress for the overall event progression. And the altars are lots of points, but they summon in multiple bosses. You can summon in the twins can be summoned in. It can summon a captain and a monstrosity. It can summon all sorts of crazy stuff in there. And I think it's a nice little taste of some added difficulty. You don't have to use those shrines if you don't want to, but if you want to push your event progress as much as possible, you absolutely will be doing that on every single level multiple times, because there are multiple shrines throughout the levels. Now, the really cool thing here is that we do get, of course, those normal rewards of lots of Ordo Dockets, Plasteel, all that good stuff. There is a new insignia. I think this is one of the finest looking insignias I've ever seen in the game. Honestly, I think this is very nice. The only other ones I really like so far are like the little skulls one that came with the twins, but this is a very nice looking insignia. Good job, art team. And then absolutely maxing out will give you 500 Aquilas, guys. So we have another in-game live event with Aquilas as a reward, which I announced the other day, but you didn't hear it from me. But yeah, so we've got more Aquilas. Now, I don't know if this is because this is Darktide's anniversary, it's its 3-year anniversary, or if this is because this is the 10th anniversary, where we're following on that end of the 10-year anniversary sort of celebration of the Tide series. It's some sort of anniversary event in general, but that is honestly pretty nice. Now, additionally, I want to talk about a few other things while I have you here. Let's talk about the shop. So here we are at the Commodore's Vestures, and shut up, Hallowett. I wanted to actually showcase some of this stuff because, as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of spending myself. These new Athonian Trooper outfits are actually really cool. I do like them a lot. Krieg is also still here, by the way. I don't know if these Kriegs are going to be here for a minute or how long they have left. They might have extended their lifespan because of the new trenches map. So if you wanted to go Krieg in the trenches, I guess you got that option. I didn't even notice that that was here at first. So that's cool. They extended that. But these trooper outfits are super cool. As you can see here, I went ahead and bought the chest for both the veteran and the Ogryn. I'm a sucker for like when it looks like actual armor. So these spiky ass pauldrons and stuff are definitely up my alley, and the cape is really cool too. It just makes the Ogryn look so fucking massive, which I am into. As far as other stuff that you can get on here right now, I think the real winner here is they've got like these side outfits. You know, you got the Athenian troopers, but then you got the most garish outfit possible. I think they're going for like this is the Hive Scum adjacent angle for these given classes, and the one that really wins is the Ogryn, because the Ogryn has this one with the awesome fucking single arm gauntlet thing, shirtless Ogryn, and the cheetah print pants. So like those are back, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, very excited about that. As you can see, I went ahead and bought that as well. And it looks like I shelled out a lot of money here. And I would have, except for they have a new one-time purchase. I don't know if you caught it the other day, but it's like $5 and you get 4,000 Aquilas. That's a 1/4 of the normal price. You know, I was going to buy this shit either way. So I went ahead and spent that $5. I was wondering why they added that just now out of all times in the game's like history, because they could have caught like more flies with honey early on. And I think it's because they're going to do this free weekend, right? So they're trying to catch a lot of people who are coming in, playing for free, and are like, oh, I got $5. Let me get some cosmetics, and maybe they'll stick around and play with their cosmetics. And I also wanted to talk about the cosmetics for this class, for the new Hive Scum class while I'm here. This bodes really well in terms of, I do think there will be many more cosmetics to come. Look at the variety we have over here already. Look at the cosmetics that are available on the class for accomplishing penances. There's a lot of ways you can already dress up your little Hive Scum duder, and I think it's going to bode a lot better than the Arbitrator, who's been sitting on this poor, lonely frame since the beginning of time, and will probably to the end of time. Sad, sad stories. So yeah, that's everything for the cosmetic shop. Let's turn over and wrap up by talking about the patch that happened today. So unfortunately, this patch, I think it's coming a little bit too early for it to be any adjustments to the Hive Scum class, which I do anticipate at least some adjustments before they go on winter break. Fingers crossed, guys. But this is all bug fixes, and they were sorely needed. There was a ton of crashes going around that could just drop you out of a game instantly for seemingly no reason. So there was an issue with talent trees being wiped. I thought this was a mandatory thing that they meant to do. Turns out this was a bug or some sort of issue that caused it to get wiped. Unfortunately, it will not fix trees that have already been wiped. So if you have lost your builds, don't worry. My YouTube videos are still there for you guys to go back and rewatch and remake the builds if you truly desire, or just never play those classes again, right? And then we've also got all these issues where we were having crashes from Warp Fire. I think that was what was happening in Havoc games. You could have Warp Fire go to Demon Host and cause a crash. You could have a crash when you have the stim and +5 stims. You could have the stim supply despawn, desync, and like that caused a crash. Yeah, tons of individual crashes that were just happening to entire teams and causing you to instant lose Havoc. And now certainly I will never lose Havoc again because that crashing issue has been fixed, or at least some of them have been fixed. And I think that's just about everything. Frustrating that we lost all of our builds because, yeah, in fact, indeed, when I went into game, if you look here, it did wipe a couple of the builds for my Hive Scum for some reason. So maybe there was a change to some talent here, but I was looking over and I have yet to figure out which one it was that I would have been spec'd into that would cause all of these to get reset. But if I figure it out, I'll let you know. Anyway, guys, that is everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting Darktide News Network, and I'll see you very soon. Mystery out. Bye-bye.